Welcome, ladies and gents. So we are going to be getting a Alien movie in a couple of years' time. In fact, it starts principal photography in February 2023. Just as a quick recap before we go over the main news about this, although this is not huge news today, but obviously the recap for those that don't know, because this is a film which not a lot of people have even heard of. We first got this report back in March from the Hollywood Reporter, and they stated that Fede Alvarez was working on an Alien film, and this came out of absolutely nowhere, completely left field. I hadn't heard of it. I mean, this is AVP Galaxy. They hadn't even heard of it. This was brand new, just dropped. And this looks like it's been in the pre-production phases for a little while, because they are ramping things up quicker and quicker. We have our working title, and obviously the fact that it's going to start principal photography in February, so we go from March to February. You know, it's a year's turnaround. It's fairly quick. Not super rapido, but it looks like this has been in pre-production for a fair while. So the working title was an interesting element, and this news came out like a week or so ago. But according to Film and Television Industry Alliance, the FTIA, production listing Alien Romulus, obviously, back to Roman time, will begin filming February 6th, 2023. And this is something which was shared first by the Budapest Reporter earlier this month. So that is where they are filming. So it's going to be at Origo Studios in Budapest, which has a pretty fair and massive sort of pedigree behind it. I mean, The Martian, great. Blade Runner 2049, great. And then, of course, Dune as well, great. Fantastic sci-fi pedigree there. So Alien Romulus, it's a name which has been floating around for a while. Again, this is all on AVP Galaxy. But fascinating stuff. And then, of course, as a part of that, Fede Alvarez, obviously doing casting and things like that. And one of the individuals to be cast, which looks to be confirmed now, was Kaylee Spaney, who was announced last month by Deadline to be in talks for the lead role. And we've got more casting updates now. So this is why doing a quick recap is probably the best thing for everyone who may not have any clue about this. So she was in talks last month by Deadline, but that seems to have again kicked into high gear because over on her Instagram she posted an HR Giga piece of artwork, which all but confirms what she is doing. Now, at the point of this article, which was literally last week, there was no other cast members at all. However, we do now have some further updates. So Phoebe Waller-Bridge is to play a brand new android in Alien Romulus. Now, there is a precedent for this for a few reasons, mainly because this is 20th Century Studios, which is now owned by Disney. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is in with Disney at this point in time. She's worked with Lucasfilm on 2 projects. So she's currently set to be in Indiana Jones 5, The Dial of Destiny. But then prior to that, she did the voice of L337 in Solo, a Star Wars story. So there is, again, not necessarily a pedigree behind it, but there's a storied history between her and Disney proper. But Fede Alvarez's Alien Romulus really is kicking into high gear now. So as for the individual sort of character that she'll be playing, is up for the role of someone called Rook, which is a brand new synthetic character. So, a robot, an android, which I really like the name-wise. Anyway, I don't like Phoebe Waller-Bridge as an actress. I don't think she's very good in anything that she has actually been in. She was the creator, writer, and the star of Fleabag, which saw her sort of skyrocket to fame. And then from there, she's been in a fair amount of other things. She was on board with the more recent Daniel Craig film. I think she was one of the writers on there. Daniel Craig, James Bond. She's now, of course, with Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny. I don't particularly enjoy her as an actress, and Hollywood continuously trying to make her a thing is a little bit of a shame, because she's not that good. She doesn't have a great amount of screen presence and sort of charisma. But there's always a but with these things. Opposing to that sort of thought process is that actually could be a good thing for an android character, someone lacking charisma, someone playing a synthetic humanoid that isn't really that, doesn't have a lot of screen presence, can sort of blend into the background if needs be. Obviously, it's a very, very opposing mindset to the likes of Michael Fassbender playing David, for instance, which had a lot of screen presence, a lot of charisma, a very nuanced performance. But Phoebe Waller-Bridge, the Rook character, could be a more subdued android. And interestingly as well, you have the title of Rook anyway, is obviously a play on Bishop from Aliens, which I really quite like. I really like that as an idea. So you've got Bishop, obviously chess pieces. Bishop from Aliens, and there was plenty of other Bishop model synthetics as well. In fact, one was named Rook, which was in Aliens Colonial Marines, and Broken, which was a short story from Aliens Bug Hunt. So interesting. I don't know too much about Kaylee Spaney. So casting wise, this individual bouncing off against her as the lead, it could be good, it could be bad. I just realistically, I just don't like Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I don't think she's that good, and it's one of those actresses or actors that Hollywood pushes down your throat and tries to make a thing, and yet she's not well liked by a lot of people, to be fair. I know a lot of people that have looked at the trailer for Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny, and they're like, who's this? Why is she here? I want to watch, Harrison Ford. So look, fine. Like the play on words. I like Fede Alvarez. I like everything up until this point. Phoebe Waller-Bridge could be a good thing, because again, if we're looking at it from a perspective of an android, but subdued, a bit more of a nuanced performance, could be good. It could be good. This is holding out some sort of earnest naivety, hope, I guess. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section on this. Would love to hear any and all of your thoughts. This is all just rumour at this point. This was according to Daniel RPK. Fairly good scooper though. So, they actually revealed the title of Alien Romulus. So a pretty good scooper. But let me know what you think down below. Hit subscribe for more. Cheers guys. Take care.